What's good to everybody just came through? Special shout out actually for the people that's in here right now. I know a lot of the bigger channels are live as well. Y'all decided to come up in here. Y'all some real. Actually, it's the people on X. Well, day one of the playoffs is in the books. It's some bullshit. Let me see. Did any of it? I don't think none of the teams I wanted to win today won. Well, no, let me not say that. See, the first game, Raptors in Cleveland. I mean, I didn't care who won that. I expected Cleveland to win, and they did. The next one, Nuggets, Timberwolves. I wanted the Wolves to win, but the Nuggets pulled that one off. Not really surprised. Then you got the what do you had? The Knicks and the Hawks. Knicks pulled that one off. I expected that. I really didn't care who won that one as well. And who else? And then of course, yeah, the bum ass game we just got through saying the Lakers and the Rockets. So here's the thing, people. I know I posted this on my Facebook, and if you're in my Discord, I talked about this on the Discord. Of course, a lot of people were saying I'm just hating, but that ain't the truth. I'm just calling it how I see it. Calling it how I see it. There is no way in hell you can convince me that that was a legitimate game. There's no fucking way. Because I keep telling y'all, the NBA is rigged as fuck now. That's why it should be officially called the RBA. Literally. Because they keep doing the same script, people, and people not catching on. Of course, the people that don't want to catch on, they're never going to. But you notice that prior to the sports betting era, what year? Matter of fact, that's what I need to look up. What year did they first allow sports betting for the NBA? What year was that? I'm gonna look that up really fast. What year was sports betting allowed in the NBA? 2018. And it sounds about right. It sounds about right. Because 2018, around that mark, I was actually gonna say 19. But it makes sense. 2018. What date did it say? May 14, 2018. So that would make sense of why in 2019, they made a lot of money. I'm pretty sure of it. In 2019, when the Warriors lost to the Raptors, made a lot of money. And ever since then, that it was the end of the NBA that we know it. I mean, it was already starting to go downhill, but it wasn't nowhere near as bad as it is now. It's so bad now that they're fixing this shit deliberately so that they can they're fixing it deliberately so that they can make the maximum amount of dollars that they can make. And today's game between the Lakers and the Rockets was no different. And it's a lot of LeBron fans that swearing up and down that, I was just hating. And they were saying, how are they fixing it? So what if the Lakers lose and they still fix? Yeah, they're still fixing it. That's the answer to your question. But Here's the thing, people, because they try to say so when everybody get injured, that's the NBA rigging it. No. What I'm saying is, if you pay attention when it comes to the injuries pertaining to the Lakers, a lot, it's always a star player mysteriously get injured. It's different is an injury, let's say, um, you watching the game and you see them twist their ankle, or you see them hurt themselves, like mess up their knee or pull their hamstring, something like that, right? But these folks, it be a lot of these injuries now where you don't see the injury. They'll just announce it out of nowhere. All you know, you see them on the injury list saying questionable. And then an hour before game time, they'll announce they're not playing. They deliberately do that so that they can rob you out of money, people, because they know the bets has already been placed. And then for like the apps like Prize Pick, they'll give you like a certain amount of time to refund your tickets. And if you don't catch it in time, which most of the people probably won't, they're gonna submit it and you'll lose your money. Because what'll happen is, like, let's use today as an example. You'll put your bet in for Kevin Durant, right? Because they have Kevin Durant projected for 25 points over or under, right? And if you pick Kevin Durant and you took the over, and let's say you also picked some of his teammates, let's say you put the under for Sengun, right? You're doing that with the thought process that Kevin Durant's going to be there, so Sengun don't have to carry that much of a load, right? But now all of a sudden, Kevin Durant's not there. Sengun is going to be taking more shots. So with him taking more shots, he's going to score more points. And with him scoring more points, now he's over. So they don't fuck you out of that injury. That's what they've been doing for years now. They're rigging the games to make more money. That's exactly what's happening right now. Like this Kevin Durant shit. Kevin Durant just mysteriously, out of nowhere, got a knee contusion. And then the worst part is a knee contusion, which is basically another word for this nigga just need a band-aid. And he gonna not play. And here's another thing that I was actually watching Sports and Fitness Rants channel. I was looking into his live a little earlier today. Shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants. And it was someone in the that was making some interesting points that basically Kevin Durant and LeBron recently started doing business together. And it makes sense now. It makes total sense why all of a sudden now Kevin Durant is doing things that he wasn't doing at first. Because I noticed when he slighted Michael Jordan last year, I was like, damn, Kevin, you really did that? Because when he showed up on the bullshit Mind the Game podcast last year, I noticed he was saying some stuff that he used to didn't say. Like prior to going into business with LeBron James, this was what he was saying. He was saying Michael Jordan was the GOAT and Kobe Bryant was like right after him. He said he was like, it's really hard to even put somebody 1 and 2. He's like, it's like Michael Jordan's 1A and Kobe is 1B. That's what he was saying. Then all of a sudden, they have the business deal. He's saying bullshit like, LeBron's the best, and slighting Michael Jordan, saying, how he took a break off and stuff like that, and then some guys go and play 22 years straight. All kinds of bullshit that he just all of a sudden doing. And so it makes me, because I kind of had my side eye at him. I'm like, damn, why are he doing this all of a sudden? And then with somebody saying that information, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. More than likely, it's the truth because it's the same thing we saw with Draymond Green. Prior to signing with Clutch Sports, Draymond was not obviously not cool with LeBron like that. He definitely wasn't riding his nuts like he do all the time now. And you seen him when he plays LeBron, he's way more intense. Now, all of a sudden, he's way softer when it comes to him. So it's like they're now buying players to help this fool win. Because you can't tell me that injury was real. I don't even fuck with nobody saying. There's nothing wrong with him. He deliberately sat out so that they can make more money and give the Lakers a chance to win the series. That's what's happening right now. Brandon, you know good damn well. That's why you say you're not denying it, because you know good damn well, bro, there's no fucking way. And then think about this. All this week, all this week, all ESPN has been talking about is Kevin Durant versus LeBron and how Kevin Durant's legacy is on the line if he loses to LeBron without Luka and Reeves, right? That's what they've been talking about. So if Kevin Durant had some kind of knee soreness or whatever, that shit would have been came out. That shit is some bullshit. They deliberately did this to give them a chance. This is the same shit they did in 2016 when they suspended Draymond Green. They're giving him a chance to do something so that they can overrate this nigga like they always do. And I told y'all way before the playoff started, way before the play-in. I said this at least 2 weeks ago. This is what they're doing. They're trying to buy time. They're going to do something so that this nigga, LeBron, can have a shot at making it out of the first round, because now he's been getting bounced out of the first round for multiple years straight now. So they tired of seeing him lose in the first round. So they're trying to find a way to get him out. And of course, first they gave him the best opponent he could have faced. To be honest with you, my opinion, the Rockets was the best person that they could face outside of playing Portland. If they could some kind of way have lined up with Portland, that's the only better team outside of the Rockets they could have faced. And obviously, in order for them to line up with Portland, they would have to get to 2 seed, which they can't do, or the 1 seed, because you didn't know which spot they were going to land in. Obviously, due to the play-in, Portland ended up getting the 7 seed. The Lakers couldn't get the 1 or the 2 seed because Oklahoma City and the Spurs were way too high ahead of them. So they had to deal with that 3 through 6 matchups. And obviously, they just got bounced by Minnesota, so they don't want to face them again. They damn sure don't want to face the Nuggets. So their best opponent was the Rockets. So they lined them up with the Rockets. Kevin Durant, you sit out. And more than likely, what I'm going to predict, Kevin Durant's going to play tomorrow. I mean, Tuesday. The next game, Kevin Durant's probably going to play. They're probably going to win that one. Maybe even handily. They're going to win that. Then they're going to go back to Houston. Probably going to win that one too. Go up 2-1. Not sure what's going to happen, but they might do something. May happen if they win game 4. Lakers win game 4. Now it's closer time for Luka and Reeves to return. Now they have enough that they can rig it for the Lakers to make it past the next round. That's what they're doing, people. And here's the catch. When it happens, they're going to praise LeBron. No one else is going to get credit. Even if Luka come back, Reeves come back and help them go ahead and win the series, they're not getting any credit. They're going to say 41-year-old LeBron wheels the Lakers past the first round. That's going to be the story, the headlines. I 100% guarantee you. But what I do know, Luca and Reeves are out. It is what it is. No Luca and no Reeves versus no KD. Fair matchup. It was just a good game for the Lakers. I actually think the Lakers. It wasn't. It was closer to fair, but like I was telling them in my Discord, Kenny was trying to tell me that the Rockets still were bad. I was like, bro, no, they're not. Sengun is overrated as fuck. The nigga's not that good. Tom Thompson is not as good as y'all think he is either. It's much easier to do things when the rest of the defense got to pay attention to another nuclear weapon out there, so you can shine. When you by yourself, you're not going to do as well. I keep telling folks, Sengun is not as good as y'all think he is. He's a fraud. And I'm going to point it out more and more. He's a fucking fraud. He is not that dude. Yes, he had a few good games against Golden State last year. So that fooled a lot of you folks to make him to make you believe he's better than what he is. He's not. The only reason why he had a few pretty good games against Golden State is because they have no size. He was out there against Draymond. Draymond is 6'6", damn near 6'5". Sengun is nearly 7 feet. So he should have dominated on the glass and been able to post up and get some shots. Also, keep in mind, Jalen Green was the number one scoring option out there. So they had to pay attention to put a lot of focus on him. But with no Kevin Durant out there and him being the number one focus, they could easily lock his ass up. The mind is not, he's not that dude. I don't give a fuck no one say. He's not. Iman Thompson, I didn't think he was all that. Then on top of that, y'all praise his nigga about his defense so much. How the fuck was Luke Kennard cooking the way he was cooking today? How the fuck did that happen? What do you mean LeBron's bad influence? What are you talking about? I think this is a plot to mess up the betting. They gonna fool people to bet on LA. I can agree with that to a degree, Miles. I can see that happening. One thing I'm telling y'all though, like even if I'm wrong about how it plays out, one thing for certain is Kevin Durant's injury is not legitimate, and they did this to fuck up people's betting so that they can steal money. That's for sure. Like I said, I could be wrong about who comes out to be the victor, but they're definitely trying to rob people of their money. You hope it's rigged for my sons to get swept. We're going to fuck them niggas up tomorrow. Matter of fact, I hope they rig that shit so that we can win tomorrow. Because you know all the money on OKC. Go ahead and do y'all job, NBA. Like I told y'all, you heard of that We Believe Warriors in 07. Well, we in 2006, 19 years later, we got the We Believe Suns. Yep. Mm-hmm. We Believe Suns. Well, if LeBron actually gave us something positive to talk about, then maybe we would. He never gives me a fucking anything to talk about. That's positive. I actually gave Bronny some credit on here not too long ago. What about that? Because this is my thing, bro. Think about this. I want you to really think about this, Brandon. Why is LeBron the only superstar? Think about this shit. Why is he the only one? I can name multiple superstars right now, all-time great level players, like least top 50 level players. Why is he the only one every time he wins something? Is something very mysterious, crazy going on? Why? That's the reason why we be so hard in thinking this shit is rigged and fixed for him. We have good reason to believe it. Now, I get it. The people that support him, you don't want to believe it. So you're not going to notice it. But think about this shit. Every last time this nigga wins something, or let's say he kind of makes it far, something crazy happens. And this bullshit injury shit, bro. I'm sorry, I just can't believe it. I don't think it's legitimate. It'd been different if we seen Kevin Durant injure himself prior to this, and then he just so happened to, you know, decide, okay, I can't go. That's different. But that's not the case. The nigga just all of a sudden decide he's not playing. It's some bullshit. Make sure y'all hitting the like button as you come in too. You control the Suns. It's all good. We good. Can't tell me LeBron and NBA didn't rig Lotto after stealing Luca from. That's another thing. That's another thing. That's a good point, Dizzle. That's another great point. How the fuck did they even get Luca? You telling me the Mavericks didn't want to? The Mavericks didn't decide to shop Luca at all. They only wanted to focus on the Lakers. How? Absolutely insane. And then all of a sudden they land the number one pick to get Cooper Flag. Come on, bro. Can't tell me this shit's not rigged. This shit is fixed, people. They stole Luca to try to help get this bomb another goddamn championship. And Luca's having a hard time even doing that. He having a hard time doing that because it's hard to carry that nigga. That's a heavy ass nigga. He what, 270 pounds? That's a heavy ass nigga to carry. What you mean? What am I talking about? You literally said KD wasn't doing this or that before doing business with Bron. You saying Bron is so that's what you're talking about. I just was asking you what are you talking about? Because I had no clue. I said that a little while ago. But I mean, yeah, he's influencing him to do bullshit. But it's profitable, so I guess that's the reason why he decided to go ahead and go through with it. It's a money thing. Bro, the Suns, we're gonna get a game or two. Don't be surprised if we fuck around and upset them niggas. I'm just saying. Don't fuck around and find out, motherfuckers. Fuck around and find out. So let's talk about. I'm gonna come back to this because, like I said, that shit was absolutely real. And then here's another thing: DeAndre Ayton played way better than Shingo. I want to put that out there as well. Way better than Shingo. But also, let's focus on some of these other games that happened. So the very first game, Cavaliers and the Raptors. I caught like the back end of that. I didn't watch a whole lot of it, but I mean, it was cool. Raptors lost, obviously. Didn't expect them to win. Um, I'm expecting the Cavaliers probably gonna win in about 5. I think the Raptors are still one game off them, but I'm expecting them to end that in about 5 games. The next one, the Wolves and the that's what I really want to focus a little bit more on. The Wolves and the Nuggets. Because I actually said before, and I'm still gonna hold on to this, that Nikola Jokic don't play as well in the playoffs. Look at how many turnovers that nigga had. They still was glazing him throughout the whole fucking game. But that nigga had so many goddamn turnovers tonight. Let me look at how many exactly he had. Let's look at his stat line. So this is Nikola Jokic's stat line. 25 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. Great stat line, right? Got a triple double. He had 5 turnovers. I was thinking he had more than that. I'm actually kind of shocked. I thought he had more than that. But anyways, quite a few turnovers. And at first, especially the second half, Rudy Gobert was slick locking his shit up.
Rudy Gobert played pretty goddamn good today. 17 points, 10 rebounds. I seen him force a lot of turnovers on Nikola Jokic. And then, but really what the problem is, and this might be a hot take, but what I've been saying is Anthony Edwards is not that dude, people. I'm sorry. I've been saying it for a while, and I'm gonna stick with it. Anthony Edwards is not that dude because I've been watching him for really what it. I mean, I've been watching him for probably since 20. What year is that? 22 probably. And then of course he had that jump in 23. And then he had the big jump in 24 when he faced my sons and they swept us. That was kind of shocking. Nobody expected them to sweep us, right? And then the next round, they go on to face the Nuggets and defeated the Nuggets. So a lot of people was then, including myself, was thinking, damn, the Wolves might actually win it all. And then they just completely fell apart against the Mavericks, right? And that's when I kind of formed my theory about Anthony Edwards because I noticed something about him. His motor is bad. Because at the time he was like 22 years old and he was getting tired. Only playing like 35 minutes or whatever. How many minutes he played tonight? 38 minutes. Okay, so he played 38 minutes tonight. He wasn't really in foul trouble. He had 4 fouls today, but still, especially in playoff environment, doing them type of games, you're supposed to be playing 40 plus minutes. I remember LeBron in 2015. So 2000, not 15, 2018, when they was playing. I can't remember if it was Indiana or was it the Celtics. But either way, my point is, LeBron played the entire game. And at that time, how old was LeBron? He was for sure in his 30s. Now, granted, I think he's on PEDs. I'm just gonna keep throwing it out there. This is allegedly, but I'm just saying. But my point is, he played the entire game. When you're that young, you shouldn't be getting tired, bro. When I was that age, 22, 23, 24, 25, shit, all the way until I was 30, bro, I did not get tired. I'm just saying. What's good, pause? But yeah, bro, like I didn't get tired during those times. So for Anthony Edwards to be getting tired out there on the court, bro, it's something wrong with his nutrition, his whoever his endurance coach is, whatever, need to do something better to keep him on the court longer. Like he shouldn't be getting winded out at that age. It could be drugs, for sure. It might be that. How far do you think the Spurs make it in the playoffs? Man, I know a lot of people think the Spurs are gonna win it all. I am not one of them. I actually believe they're gonna beat the Trailblazers handily. They're probably gonna sweep them. Then let's see, the next round they would face the winner between the Lakers and the Rockets. So if they face the Rockets, they probably make quick work of the Rockets. I think if they face the Lakers, I actually think the Lakers would put up a better fight if they're full strength against the Spurs than the Rockets would. I could be crazy, but I actually believe that. But they probably can make it to that next round if somebody can knock off OKC, which more than likely is not going to be the case because actually OKC, because they're going to play the winners between the um They're gonna play the winners between the Lakers. Hold on, yeah. Actually, I just thought about it. OKC, the Spurs don't play the Lakers or the Rockets, but the winner between them, the OKC does. So OKC is gonna make quick work of either one of them. I think they might have a harder time with Phoenix, my team, than them. Now, this could be some delusion kicking in for me because I'm a Suns fan, but man, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my damn signal with this badass. What the fuck is going on with this shit? Anyways, though, yeah, I don't see the Spurs making it out of the West, though. I just don't think they will. I think it's too early for them. Next year, they probably be there. I don't think so this year. That's my opinion. But yeah, so back to Anthony Edwards. I noticed he was getting tired out there when he was playing the Mavericks in 2024. And I was talking to my brother about it, and he was like, he's probably getting tired because he had to play defense on Luka or Kyrie. He was guarding Kyrie, actually. He got to play defense on Kyrie and be the top scorer. I'm like, bro, that's not an excuse. We've seen elite players do that all the time. Like, you know, shit. Kobe would go out there and guard the best player and still put up 30, Shit. Klay Thompson would even go out there and guard the team's best player and still put up like 25. You know what I'm saying? So that's not an excuse. If you that dude, you that dude. And especially with you being that young. He shouldn't be getting tired. But that's just the first time we've seen it. The next year they play, which was last year's playoffs. They face off against the Lakers. Pretty cool. Which I suspected they were going to beat the Lakers, even though everybody was saying I was delusional and I was hating. 100% I was right. And I told people the Wolves are actually overrated. They're not as good as y'all believe they are because they were trying to overhype the Wolves because they beat the Lakers. They had to make an excuse for why the Lakers lost, making it so basically their excuse was that the Wolves were really good. And I was like, no, they're not. And of course, they faced the Warriors the next round. Steph Curry ended up getting injured, so they were able to make it past them. And then they got the brakes beat off of them by OKC in the conference round. So, and I seen pretty much the same thing. Him looking like he's gasping for air, getting tired. I'm like, bro, you cannot be getting tired. This is crazy. And he has too many games where he's mediocre. He'll have like 20 points, 19 points, 22 points. That's not enough in a league where it's easier to score and you're a superstar player. You're a one option. That's number two option numbers. Like today, he had 22 points. That's not enough. 7 for 19 from the field. 2 for 9 from 3. Shooting too many damn threes for one thing. So yeah. Anthony Edwards is not that dude. I'm sorry. He's just not. You say he's probably doing Zion stuff too. Yeah. I can see him doing shit like that for sure. But yeah, I'm still not willing to count the Wolves out yet. Not yet. I still think they got a chance at winning this series, but Anthony Edwards got to be better. He definitely got to be better. Prove me wrong, bro. And then the Knicks and Hawks series, not really much to talk about. I didn't really watch it like that, but I mean, pretty much of what I suspected. But I do want to check one thing out with them. Kuminga. because as we know, Steve Kerr been taking a lot of heat about how he managed the Jonathan Kuminga situation. Now, when he first was traded to the Hawks, it looked like Kuminga was off to a great start and was doing his thing. Now he's not looking so hot, so I don't know. And it also seemed like the Hawks aren't playing him as much either. Like he's not starting with the Hawks; he's coming off the bench. They played him 27 minutes, which is a fair amount of minutes, but still, he had 27 minutes, 8 points, 3 for 7 from shooting, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. So a average game. Oh, what you talking about? No, you're not. What you mean? But yeah, bro, it's crazy. But overall, for me, what was the best game? The best game was the Nuggets and the Timberwolves game so far. The Lakers game obviously was ass. No Kevin Durant didn't really make it interesting. But tomorrow's games, obviously, I'm gonna be excited to see my sons with the first game of the day. Then you got the Sixers and the Celtics. Actually, hold up. The Sixers and the Celtics is the first game, actually. Then it's the Suns and Thunder. And then after that, the last game is the Trailblazers versus the no, Magic Pistons. Then the Trailblazers versus the Spurs. I don't really care for none of those two games. So really, the first two games, I'm a little more so interested in because I believe the last two games is going to be the Pistons. Probably going to beat the Magic pretty easily, and the Spurs are absolutely going to dominate the Trailblazers. So, but I suspect the Celtics are probably going to beat. Let's check and see what they're saying about the status of Embiid real quick. They already got him listed as out. This shit's so crazy, boy. But anyway, so I suspect the Celtics to beat them pretty handily. Probably going to beat them by 15 or more points, more than likely, as long as Vegas don't get involved. Now for the Sun, hold up. So let's look at the DraftKings odds. Let me see what they're doing. So they got Oklahoma City plus 15. Oklahoma City gonna beat us by 15 or more people. You said you drinking and watching the end of the world. Hey, what's new? What's new up in the world, man, that we need to know about? But yeah, so I don't know. See, we don't have FanDuel here in LA. They don't let us use FanDuel. I don't know. I might gotta reach out to some of my people and be like, hey, go ahead and place this bet for me. They got us fucked up talking about the Suns gonna get blown out by 15. We ain't or more. Hell, I'm gonna say we gonna win. Matter of fact, we win tomorrow. Buckets owe me that 50. Cause I got a bet with my boy, 50 dollars. All we gotta do is win a game. Are you doing the playoff bracket betting? I normally do it every year,
And I was thinking about, should I just go ahead and put one? I mean, obviously, I never get it right. And that shit's and it's even more difficult to get it right because of the betting shit. They rigging games to make sure they get the maximum amount of money out of the people. But the states is just a huge scam. It's really messed up how they be doing people. They just a moment ago, the king met with Trump and the strait was open, and now it's closed. Like I said before, the end is near. So I did see that the Strait of Hormuz was closed again. I didn't really look deeply into what was going on. But yeah. But yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, to follow up this live, close it out. They giving the Lakers a chance. They made a lot of money today because a lot of people had already placed their bets that the Rockets probably were going to sweep the um the Lakers. I never put in for a sweep. I actually said Rockets in 5. So Iran is run out of England. Always has been. What do you mean by that? You trying to get in on this baseball money? Won $500 yesterday and about to win $400, depending on this final game. Hey, you want to have to start sending me some of them picks. I don't know nothing about baseball, bro, B. But hey, if you want to start sending me some, and I can just place the bet, hey, I'm game for that. You feel me? I don't know nothing about it. You said the bronze sexuals are ecstatic tonight. Oh yeah, I hear a lot of them outside my window right now. They celebrate. It happens, motherfucker. They was able to rig that shit. How do you feel about that commentator who said if Lakers beat Rockets, LeBron GOAT is submitted? What a dumb comment. Okay, so I actually spoke on that yesterday. That was Kendrick Perkins who said that dumb ass shit. And it's the dumbest shit ever. How the fuck can you be submitted as the GOAT just because you beat somebody in the first round? That's the dumbest shit I have ever heard. Will that give him some kind of credit? Sure. But this is the thing. They won the first game without Kevin Durant playing. So that all bets are off if Kevin Durant's not playing. You don't get no credit for beating a team without no superstars. But see, that's what I mean by when I was saying a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago, when I was on, you know, it was me and YD. I was telling him they lowered the bar for LeBron. This is what I mean. The bar is set so low that they give him accomplishments for pretty much anything. Like they don't say, "Oh, he's the GOAT because he did this," and it's something that in another time you're like, okay, I mean that's the bare minimum. Why the fuck are y'all praising them so much for this? You beat somebody in the first round. Okay. That's not anything that super impressive. Now, if the Lakers would have been, let's say the Lakers was the eighth seed, like let's say they in the Phoenix Suns shoes right now, they're the eighth seed, and LeBron at his advanced age, with no Luka, no Reeves, and he defeats the Oklahoma City Thunder, that would be impressive. I would give him all the credit for that. But we all know he'll never do that. He's going to get blown out every single game. So, like I said, they lowered the bar for him too much. Yeah, see, B, you're actually a LeBron fan. See, you different. That's why I'm saying you and YD are LeBron fans, not necessarily Bron sessions. See, them niggas are incapable of telling the truth. They're just gonna lie and keep making up narratives. That's what they do. And see, Kendrick Perkins is clearly on his payroll. That's why he said that bullshit. Come on, bro. That's insane. I actually agree with you. I think it's fixed too. I enjoy basketball because I've been playing it since I was a little kid, involved with it since I was a little kid. So I still kind of, you know, pay attention to it. But I definitely agree. That shit definitely fixed. Excuse me. Because yeah, some of this stuff that happened is just no way you can make me believe that this is legit happening. Like some of the injuries be very questionable. You know how certain players just all of a sudden can't, like even Sengun. I know I kind of killed him a little bit earlier today, but Sengun looked terrible today. Like it's like he couldn't even fucking make layups. Like he wasn't trying to, because they knew the fix was there. The Lakers have to win. What's good, C Motion? Basketball equals stealing, running, shooting. Baseball equals hitting, running. You know what else? That's very crazy with it's something that I've seen that I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with this guy's podcast. It's called The Maverick Approach. But he said something very interesting when he was, because basically he was saying that it's fixed too. And he was like, the courtroom is fixed. Like when you go to court, it's fixed for the most part. You got to hire somebody to know the language, the bullshit that's going on, because it's a game that you're not basically involved with to know what's going on. It's a fixed game. And he's like, that's the reason why, sports, a lot of them are also known as the court, like the basketball court, tennis court, and then of course you got football and soccer and stuff like that. That's a field. It's all aligned under the same thing. He was like, that's the reason why the referees wear black and white to represent neutral. Like they're not on either side; they're in the middle, which is bullshit, really. But and the same can be said when you're in the court. But yeah, it's all bullshit, 100%. Yeah, I don't watch no rugby. I don't even know how to play that shit. To be honest. But see, Moser, what you think of the game today? What you think of that Lakers game? And what you think of that Lakers, that Kevin Durant supposedly injury? Even though we know that shit was some bullshit. Hmm. That game was garbage. Think some of those '90s playoff teams who actually played defense best. This Lakers thing. Hmm? What if KD misses the whole series? I wouldn't even want to watch anymore on some real. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Same. If Kevin Durant is out for the rest of the series, I wouldn't even watch it. And I'm so glad I didn't buy my ticket yet. Cause remember I told y'all I was gonna go to the game 2 game. I'm so freaking glad I didn't buy it. Someone was telling me, "Oh, I don't watch American football anyways, though." So hey, it wouldn't change nothing for me. I don't watch it, but um, yeah, I was gonna buy the ticket yesterday, and something was just telling me, "Now hold out." I'm so glad I did because I would have bought the damn ticket and possibly Kevin Durant's not playing. And if he's not playing, I have no need to really care to want to even watch that shit. Yeah, I think I'm kind of familiar with what rugby is. I just don't, follow it. Rockets will steal game too, book it. It could, and I hope that's the truth because I don't want to see the Lakers win shit. Until LeBron James is off that team, I don't want the Lakers to win a motherfucker.
Lakers are cooked. Hey, I hope you're right. Why the hell you want Bronny to win? That fool didn't do nothing to earn the win shit. Say our favorite Chris Paul. That's the first one. I ain't never heard nobody say that. What the fuck is going on over here? But yeah, man. Hopefully Kevin Durant will be back for a game too, and I can go ahead and go to the game. I'll scream it while I'm inside of the game and talk my shit. If they lose with Kevin Durant, bro, I'm done with this shit. Fucking bombs. Now I do think this is a series absolutely. If no Reeves and no Luca, this is a series 100%. Kevin Durant should win, and it does slightly hurt his legacy. It is but at the same time, I don't know because see, this is the thing that I noticed that LeBron fans love to do. And you know what? I won't even say LeBron fans because I think it's just so much the media has manipulated the minds to believe shit that's just not true. Like, cause this is what they keep doing. They keep downplaying any teammates that LeBron has. So when a situation like this happens, they'll make you believe the other team has the advantage. When in actuality, his team is just as good as theirs, if not better. But now that they fooled you to believe that his team isn't that good, if he lose, that'll be the excuse. Oh, he didn't have enough help. If I can win some retirement money off these sports, I probably retire from watching sports for the foreseeable future. I feel that though, because yeah, it's getting real bad. Because like this is the thing. What this is what I was talking to my boy Kenny in the Discord earlier about. He was talking about Shingun Thompson and what's the other cat name that played for the Rockets? Talking about how all of them are better than everybody but LeBron on their team, and I'm like, no, I don't know about that. And I've said this a couple times before, and I'll say it again. The Los Angeles Lakers, when they're healthy, have the best roster in the league. If you pay attention, look at all the players. They have the best roster overall in the league. But they'll fool you to believe they're not that good. So when they lose, they can make an excuse for why they lost. But think about this shit. ESPN stay cooking themselves. That's how you know I keep saying all of this shit is just narratives. They ranked LeBron the eighth best player in the league coming into this year. Think about this shit. LeBron James was ranked the eighth best player in the league. So going by ESPN's logic of him being the eighth best player in the league, we know Luca is a top 5 player. Actually, Austin Reeves is better than him right now. So you got Luca, who's the number one scorer in the league. Austin Reeves is better than LeBron. Plus, you have LeBron. Think about this: the next best player, DeAndre Ayton, is your fourth option. Think about that, fourth option, and Rui Hashimura is your fifth option. And any other team that DeAndre Ayton and Hashimura goes to, bro, a lot of these other ones, he's at least the third best option. At least the third. There's very few that you can say for sure he'll be a fourth option for. Only other one that let's see that you can make a legitimate argument that DeAndre Ayton will be a fourth option for. I can see y'all saying OKC. Cool. OKC. Because you got Shea, Jay Will, and Chet Holmgren. And then let's see. The Nuggets. You got Jokic, um, Murray, and I guess you can probably go with Gordon as well. But other than that, I don't think you can do that with anybody else. Let me keep going. Hawks, no. Boston, you got Tatum and Brown. Derek White, I think, is probably their third best player. And I don't know about Derek White being better than him. I think that's kind of close. They do different things. But yeah. Charlotte, bouncing young Bulls. He wouldn't be the fourth option, I'll say that. I mean, perhaps, because they got a lot of good young players. It's crazy. You got LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges. But nah. Durant coming for his leg back when the Heat cheated him in the finals. Nah, I'm telling you, that nigga Kevin Durant in bed with LeBron. But yeah, all I'm saying is they got a pretty talented team, bro. It's and for the past 10 to 12 years, LeBron has had a very talented team. He shouldn't have came up short as many times as he's done it. But all right, y'all. I think I'm about to go ready to go ahead and log off. Y'all let me know if you got anything else y'all want to share before I do it. It's shit getting kind of dry too, but I just wanted to come over here, talk my shit about this rigged ass game. What's good, DeMarcus? But yeah, this shit was definitely rigged today with nothing. I already knew it was gonna be a bullshit, boring game the moment they announced Kevin Durant wasn't playing. I also knew it was bullshit. The nigga ain't hurt and shit wrong with his knee. And then the worst part, they said a knee contusion. You can play through that, but of course, this new school of NBA, they'll sit out for some shit like that. Granted, Kevin Durant is older. He's 37 years of age, but let's be real. There's no way in hell Kobe is sitting out with no knee contusion. There's no way Michael Jordan is sitting out with the knee contusion. The Larry Birds, niggas like that, they're just not sitting out for no bullshit like that. You got the Rockets over the Lakers 4-2. Hey, as long as the Rockets win, I'll take it. Get their ass up out of here. So I can clown these LeBron fans for the rest of the year. Well, though, I'm about to go ahead and check out. Like I said, appreciate everybody stop through. Y'all got any last questions? Hold on, you said the only why KD didn't play because of reason Luca. So basically, you're saying it's rigged too. They just stopped Kevin Durant from playing because reason Luca's not available. Yeah, I can agree with that if that's what you're saying. They were trying to give the Lakers a chance because this is the reason why they had to do it this game because these are their home games, and if they need the Lakers to win their home games because let's say Kevin Durant doesn't play and they in Houston, the Rockets team might be good enough to still win at home, and then the Lakers will be in jeopardy of being swept. So they like, hell no, we got to do that shit now, so that the Lakers can win a game or two. To be honest, only two games was exciting: Knicks, Hawks, Nuggets, Wolves. Cavs versus Raps was boring as well. So I didn't watch the Knicks Hawks. I caught the end of it. It did seem like the end of it was kind of a little intense. I did catch the Nuggets Wolves games. That was pretty good. Appreciate the sticker, Demarcus. Um, Rockets was supposed to win. Well, I don't know because they didn't really do shit. I mean, the whole time I was watching it, shit was dull. It wasn't nothing really showing me that they should have been winning. Amin and them need to be held accountable. Yeah, like I said, I don't think them niggas that good. I still got the Knicks winning the chip this year. Yeah, you crazy. Hey, good luck with that one though. Good luck with it, cause that ain't happening. Knicks ain't winning the motherfucking thing. Knicks ain't even making it out the East. Matter of fact, who the Knicks play in the? They're the 3 seed, so that means they're gonna face off against the Celtics next round. Now, that will be an interesting series because the Celtics the one eliminated them last year. So I kind of would look forward to that round 2 series. Yeah, they were down 2 at half, but nothing was showing me from what I saw that made me think, yeah, the Rockets are in control of this game. Nothing, it was no point from what I was watching that made me feel that. Now, did I think the Lakers could end up bullshitting and blowing the game? Sure, they do that. But yeah, nothing made me think the Rockets should have won. Just the Knicks is a mid team, yeah. They're not even one of the elite teams at this point. Oh shit. Well, they upset them last year, so it would be a little wild if they did it again. But I actually think the Knicks are weaker now. I think they was better last year. Perhaps it was the coach. I'm not sure because they got a new coach this year, but I don't know. Bridges is garbage. Everybody been hard on my boy, man. It's crazy because I used to like Mikael Bridges when he played for us. He was pretty valuable. Yeah, I see a lot of people been shitting on him, saying he hasn't been playing well. To be honest, I haven't really been following the Knicks, so I'm not sure. But yeah, you said the elite teams don't always win. Well,
A vast majority of the time they do. I mean, we go back to years. Pretty much one of the elite teams always won. Last year, Oklahoma City was the most elite team. They won. 2024, the Celtics was the most dominant team. They won. 2023, the Nuggets were one of the most elite teams. They were number one in the West. They won. So 2022. Now 2022, the Warriors wasn't that. They were number 3 in the West. So that was kind of one of those years where a team won that you didn't expect. So 2022, yes. 2021, the Bucks won. The Bucks were pretty elite that year, so not really surprising. 2000, the year 2020, the Lakers won. The Lakers were the number one team in the league. So pretty much, I just went back to the last 5 years, and most of the time, the elite team won. Just that. You said OKC isn't an elite team. That's crazy, bro. That's really crazy. But hey, I agree with you, B. I was just thinking that earlier. I was like, bro, Power need to hurry up. I'm like, bro, give us a trailer at least. You know what I'm saying? Give me a trailer. Because I see the other channels and stuff, they still keeping it going, coming up with different storylines. I could do that. But like, I'm like, bro, I don't feel like wrecking my brain just coming up with random stuff. Like, give me a trailer and stuff, and I'll start back cooking with Power. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of exhausted my, um, exhausted my brain with Power as of now. But they come out with their trailer, which should be dropping in another week, probably another 2 weeks. We should get that trailer. We'll be on and popping with Power again. You said Breeze keeps promoting one spoon of chocolate. What you mean with that? Dude, when I'm saying elite, meaning they're one of the top teams in the league. They're absolutely the elite. Are they a dynasty? No. But elite, you're tripping. They've been the number one team in the league 2 years straight. Okay, so you're saying so, Shamar Moore is the actor that's playing um, Shamik Moore is the actor that's playing Breeze has been promoting something else. Dude, you're talking about something totally different from what I'm talking about. You're talking about a dynasty, not an elite team. Elite dynasties, yes, has more than one time. To me, a dynasty is when you got 3 or more championships within a certain time period. Well, we're not talking about a dynasty. We're just talking about elite teams, meaning the best of the best in the league during that time period. Like right now, the elite teams are unquestionably Oklahoma City, the Spurs, the the Pistons, and probably the Celtics. Maybe you can slide the Nuggets in, but those are the elite teams, right? My biggest thing about that though, and before I jump up off it with the Power shit, is I'm gonna be very disappointed if they only give us this one season of Breeze and that's it.
like we don't get nothing else of him, I'm gonna be super, super disappointed. Anyways, good people, I'm about to go ahead and hop on off here. Appreciate everybody stop through. We'll be on for Blackjack Chronicles tomorrow, so I won't be doing a basketball or any other live outside of that one. But I will be perhaps. You know what? Perhaps I'll do a live after that Suns game. I don't know. That's gonna be really close though. Yeah, the time because the Suns this game is gonna be ending around 2:30. No, around 3. So if I do one, it'll be very, very short to talk my shit if we win. Now if we lose, I probably ain't gonna go live. But if some kind of way we win, oh yeah, I'm gonna squeeze it up in there. Here, this nigga go with this raising kind of will be 8 episodes. Bullshit. Shit is not gonna be no 8 episodes. But anyways, appreciate everybody saw through. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here.